Welcome. I'm excited to introduce Rémy, who is a carpenter and interior fitter and who uses Novalya with two different strategies to achieve success. Rémy, first of all, can you tell us a little bit about what a carpenter and interior fitter does?
Yes, hello everyone. Thank you, Gatien. So, a carpenter and interior fitter is more about, let's say, working in the high-end sector, creating new furniture, furnishings, objects, and much more.
Okay. Can you share with us, for example, your signature piece that you've made?
There, I don't have it.
Ah, you don't have it. Well, do you have another one in not your signature piece, but do you have something you can share with us right now?
Right now, I can't show it because I was at a photo shoot. I brought all the pieces back home with me. We had a photographer come to take pictures, specifically to set up the e-commerce site we're creating with a designer.
Yes. So actually, you'll be able to see everything he makes, all his creations in the Facebook group. Can I share it under the video?
Yes, absolutely. That's exactly why we created it.
I'll share the Facebook group where he posts all his creations with you. Just a heads up, it's high-end, it's luxury, it's custom-made. It's really very, very beautiful. So don't hesitate to click and go take a look. Rémy, tell me a bit. Today, we're also here to talk about Novalya. I know you have different strategies. The first strategy, okay, I'll say IT after work events. Tell me a bit about what strategy you put in place and the results you got using Novalya.
Yes, well, yes. So I created a after work event to be able to talk more about business in person. With Novalya, I invite an average of 40 people every month, new people, so I can talk about my business. They can also talk about theirs as well. We find things in common, and it's really interesting to be able to talk with other entrepreneurs too.
So today you're telling me that to sell your products, you create after-work events where you invite up to 40 new people every month using Novalya. Is that right?
Yes, that's right. Absolutely.
So I imagine that someone who organizes an after-work event, we know that at IAD there are business clubs, we have the belly needs, that someone who uses Novalya for a month will have 40 guests. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. With the strategy I've put in place, I really managed to invite those people.
40. And why did you change your strategy today? Because this one works. 40 guests every month, that's still crazy. What came to your mind? Why did you say to yourself, I'm changing my strategy even though it's working?
Well, actually, it's great because we are connecting with people around us, but in the long run, in the future, I want to be able to sell my projects internationally. So at that point, I told myself, I need to do something new. That's why I created a Facebook group where I share tips about my profession and lots of things related to my carpentry business. And now I'm changing my strategy and sending out messages to get as many people as possible to discover me in my group.
So today, if I understand correctly, you go into groups where your target audience, your target clients are, and you invite them into a group where you give them decorating tips, things like that. Maybe is that right?
Yes, absolutely. We talk about a lot of things related to carpentry, especially discovering forests, wood, the types of wood we use. Because my company really wants to be based on made in France with products that are 100% from France, French wood, and so on. So as a result, I share tip show to use certain types of wood, how to treat it, so that, and then later on also showcase my creations.
Okay, great. So it's really the whole world of high-end and wood that's going to be, or in which you'll be interacting every week with prospects. So basically you look for prospects, you add them to this group where you share content, and from time to time you say, hey, by the way, this is what I do. And that way you make sales without even having to travel. That's the goal, right?
That's right. That's exactly the goal. The goal is really to be able to go to the other side of the world and sell my products. And so, yeah, that's what drives me and what makes me happy to also be able to offer products made in France to people who don't necessarily live in France. And so, yeah, I'm in the process of setting all this up.
Well, I love your strategy. I know it's amazing because actually at Novalya, there are lots of people who do that. They create a Facebook group. For you, it's wood, fine materials, all that. But for losing weight, gaining weight, making money, they go into other groups where precisely people talk about the same thing and they send a message saying, I've created a group. There are lots of free tips. And their group blows up in just a few weeks because we know that having a group like that and making automatic sales is possible. What you need is just to have a lot of people in this group. So for you today, your goal is to have how many new people in this group in 1 month by using Novalya every day? What's your goal?
My goal is to have 50 people in 1 month because I'm actually really going to specifically focus on reaching the right people. So 50 new people per month.
All right. With very precise targeting to really get the right people. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, great. Listen, congratulations. Thank you for sharing your experience about the after-work events and Facebook groups. Now, I'd like to ask you 1 or 2 questions. Let's imagine you meet someone and they say to you, Novalya, yes, I'm interested, but if I use it will I also get 40 guests at my after-work event? What would you say to them?
Absolutely. It's been, I've been here since the beginning. I've really been here since the very beginning. It'll be a year in a few days. And it's just amazing how much time you can save. I mean, right now my computer is running, I'm at my workshop, and there are people coming to my after-work event. Honestly, I could never go back, never.
Okay, great. I'm going to ask you one last question. Imagine that during the night, I go into Novalya's computers and cut off your connection. Tomorrow morning, when you go to launch Novalya, your connection is down and it says, Gatien, your connection has been cut. What would your reaction be? What would you do? How would you handle that?
Oh wow, that would be really hard to handle. I'd call everyone. I'd call Gatien and say, no, you have to get this backup for me right away. I'd contact support, I'd reach out to everyone.
Okay, great. So it seems like you two, we could say, have become addicted to Novalya.
Yeah, totally. I couldn't do without it anymore. It really saves so much time, it's incredible.
Great, fantastic. Thank you for your interview. Just a reminder, in the description below, you'll find all the contact details to discover these high-end luxury items made from authentic French wood. I'd also like to remind you that if you were invited to this video, go back to the person who invited you and say, thank you, give me a quick demo to see how either one, you want to blow up your after-work event and get 40 new people every month, or to grow your Facebook group with as many well-targeted people as possible in your group in order to make sales. Rémy, I wish you every success. A great success with Novalya. Have a wonderful day and thank you for your contribution. Hello, Rémy.
My pleasure, thank you.